Hey guys, it's Ben, and what you're about to hear is an excerpt from Superhouse Podcast, a podcast known today as Superhero Stuff You Should Know, where I'm the co-host. Back in 2017, we had just heard news of the Disney-Fox merger, and we were discussing ways to bring Fox characters into Disney properties. Obviously, I couldn't resist exploring the idea of how to bring the X-Men into the Marvel Universe, and I felt the easiest way was through Wanda, the Scarlet Witch. While I couldn't predict that we'd get to see it happen through a Disney Plus sitcom with her and Vision, I still like the ideas here, and with WandaVision, spoiler alert, bringing in the Evan Peters Quicksilver, I thought it was time to share this pitch to you all for fun to see what I predicted correctly and, what I didn't predict correctly. Anyway, enjoy. Everyone else is sort of wondering what they're going to do with, now that Disney and Fox have sort of merged, what are they going to do with the Marvel characters that Fox used to own? So one idea I had was you would start another Avengers movie with Captain America, and it'd be in the 1940s, and he's basically leading the Howling Commandos in rescuing the people inside a concentration camp. You see where we're going here with this.
Yes,
and,
I did.
Yeah. And one of the kids he rescues is Eric Lensher. And he sort of sees the power that Captain America has and everything, and he knows the power that he has. You know, even as a kid, he already has this, and Captain America sort of inspires him to not, to keep fighting for what he believes in and not let something like this happen again. Of course, Captain America has no idea how far he's going to take that. But you go through present day, and this guy is now Christoph Waltz. He's had something to do with his mutant gene, or he has something that enables him to slow his aging down. Because if you think about it, like an actual concentration camp survivor in 2017 would probably not be fit enough to do the whole supervillain thing.
Yeah.
So he is out because he's looking for his daughter, and he finds her, and it's Scarlet Witch. And you reveal that she and Pietro were adopted years ago by that family in, I think it was Sokovia or something like that. But anyway, it enables you to tie in that, and that sort of gives us an in X-Men characters into the Avengers through the Avengers story, because Scarlet Witch sort of hasn't really had much of she hasn't really been in the spotlight that much, and you've got Elizabeth Olsen, who is a solid actress and everything, and she would kind of be our way in of just being like, wait, what the fuck is, like, what's this sort of thing, what's this new element? You'd sort of reveal that she had the mutant gene, and so did her brother, and that's what enabled them to survive the Hydra experiment. So yeah, even though they're technically not mutant powers, they still are kind of mutants, and you'd be able to get around that. But the whole movie would kind of be another type of Civil War movie. It's just sort of on what's the Avengers' view on discrimination of the government sort of clamping down on mutants. Do they side with the government? Do they defend the mutants and everything like that? You've got Magneto, who obviously has his own sort of war with the humans, and you've got this little subsect, which is the X-Men. I would hold off on Wolverine for a bit just because of the whole Hugh Jackman thing. I would take your time just to find someone else, but I'd really want to build up sort of a smaller team of X-Men whose powers would pretty much like tie into whatever's going on with the story or whatever. But I'd keep it small just because we've already got Avengers characters. We've got Magneto and his people, and it's going to get too crazy all at once. But it would just sort of be grounded in just these themes of discrimination and everything like that. Another twist I'd add in is that Deadpool is the only movie that is in the MCU universe of the X-Men movies. If you think about it, there's not really anybody else from the other Fox films who shows up. Colossus shows up, but he's completely different from the other Fox film versions of him. There's references to Hugh Jackman and, Patrick Stewart and everything, but that's because he breaks the fourth wall. They never actually show up. You could also, look how many Thanos references you could get away with Deadpool talking to Cable now with this whole, merger. So you could totally pull this off. And part of that is also because, Marvel, I think, is going to be smart enough not to sort of end the Deadpool series. I think they'd be smarter to just merge it in, because, who else are you going to get to play Deadpool? Who's going to be better than Ryan Reynolds?
Yeah.
So I say have Dark Phoenix be the last one of this Fox version of the X-Men, and then just sort of recast everyone for the new X-Men and give whoever the director is, free reign over which X-Men he wants and everything like that. But that's how I would do it. I'd do it through Magneto and have the Avengers sort of caught in the middle of this conflict.
Yeah, I'd fucking watch that movie for sure.
Any Ben Wan movie, we're gonna be.
honestly,
line,
Man, I better
I
get
don't
some
really-
fucking like premiere passes of that shit, Ben. Jeez.
Thanks for listening, everyone. If you like this video, there are plenty of more pitch videos on the way. Just like, comment, and subscribe, and check out the podcast Superhero Stuff You Should Know with the link in the description below. Thank you.